I am Bill Bruce, Chair of the Westwood Finance and Warrant Commission, and you are watching In Session. The FinCom met on March 10th, and our meeting was focused on a discussion around three key areas. One, the citizens petition article. Two, an update on select board articles. And then three, an update from the schools on their final budget and a walkthrough of their budget details. So one, the citizens petition. The petitioner came to address some of our questions and have further discussion around the article, which would mandate electronic voting at town meeting on all warrant articles. Next, Molly and Connor came to provide an update on the select board articles, highlighting the new articles to us since our last meeting. There were three key new articles that led to a lot of discussion from the group. One is the acceptance of Mass General Law Chapter 200A, which would authorize the town to retain abandoned funds that they are holding rather than remitting them back to the state. Two, an article around the feasibility and schematic design for FS1, which would propose funding of $325K to determine the best location and design for the FS1 station. And then third, the establishing of an Injured on Duty or an IOD reserve fund, and the purpose of this is to establish a special reserve fund and appropriate $200K to support injury-related staffing costs for fire and police. Next, Stephanie presented to us final budget numbers, providing an update on a couple of the areas that were still outstanding, as well as some of the capital articles. The two areas of update from our last meeting were final health insurance numbers that came in at 8.6% or $790K, and then an increase to local receipts of $400K. Finally, Tim, Lemma, and Maya came to provide us a detailed overview of the school budget. They walked us through, where they started in the process and where they finished and how they got to the overall increase of 4.9%. They walked us through enrollment numbers for the schools and how staffing would shift around to adjust for this. They also walked us through some of the key drivers of the overall budget. As we know, 84% of the budget is really tied to salaries, which are tied into negotiated contracts. So a lot of the fluctuation continues to be as in past years with special education, which increased 24%, as well as transportation. Would you like to share any questions or concerns with the Westwood FinCom? Reach out to us using the email address you see on the screen. We'd love to hear from you. New episodes of In Session premiere the day after the FinCom meets to inform you of important decisions that affect the people who live and work in the town of Westwood. We aim to keep you better informed and appreciate your time.